What up, Facebook? What up, Instagram? Whatever I put this shit at, TikTok. I just came back from watching the anticipated Flash. Not the Flash from the TV series WB. Not the Flash from any other spinoffs. The goddamn Flash from DC. And if you a DC fan, then you'll know what I'm talking about when I tell you that this is... I mean, you have to watch the other DCs, though. You got to watch other Flashes to understand this one. I'm not going to try to spoil it, but it might be some type of mishaps I might have, and it might spoil, but it came out today, so, you watch it. But if you're a fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. It wouldn't matter if I spoiled it because you already seen it, really, basically. It's Flashpoint. We've seen the anime. Now we're going to the real life thing, which are totally different. Like a parallel universe from the fucking anime. But, goddamn Flash, man. Let me tell you, man. Flash in his own solo movie. It's bittersweet. Can he carry his own movie? Yes, he can, but it takes two of him. Yes, when I say two Flash, it takes two Flash. Because my boy Flash went back in time just as, he saved his mother, like we know in the anime and the TV show. Goes back to save his mother. And get your napkins ready, because there's a lot of emotional, teary moments with his mom and him in this relationship. Because he's trying to get his dad out of jail for being falsely accused of killing his own wife. And he went back and he did it. It worked, but during that time, something evil force pushed him out into his own time, and I like the way they set up the structure of how he goes back in time. Every little detail in his memory, he can be able to push his head out at that time frame and look around to see they actually go into that time stamp. I like the way they did that, and he got pushed out somehow by an evil force. I'm not spoiling it. So he goes out and he's in the time frame over him and his mom. His mom and dad live in the same house, but with him as an 18-year-old, a fucking goofball. Gets F's in school, and he ends up meeting his goofball self. And his goofball self has a lot of life, really bring life to the movie, because the current Flash is really a serious guy. He's really trying to, figure, he know he fucked shit up. So he's trying to teach his new Flash the severity of the thing. He's trying to get he's trying to get the 18-year-old Flash powers. But I'm not gonna spoil it on that. You'll see. So goes back in time, and there's a different Bruce, a different Batman, and a different Batman. Shout out to Michael Keaton. Yes, the original Batman from the 90s. Baby, every other kid from a rose and a green. Yeah, that one. You know the theme song if you a Batman fanatic, you know what I'm saying? That Batman is 70 years old and he moves, man. He looks good, man. Michael Keaton looks good. Puts on the suit and it had an original car. It's so nostalgic. Batman, big part of this movie, which I don't. That's what kind of gets me. Big part of Flash. Kind of like overshadows Flash in his own movie. You don't know what I'm talking about. You got Wonder Woman in there. Yeah, she plays a short little role, but she's not in there for long. Who else? It's not many main DC characters in there. They don't have Cyborg. Aquaman's not in there. Superman is even not... I can't spoil it. So, but overall, it's a lot. This is the brightest DC movie I've seen in a while. A lot of comedy, funny moments in here because of the young Flash. I like the way he does it. Serious Flash, the same guy, goofy Flash. I like the way they did that. Bravo. The story, not that strong, but a lot of action. A lot of misplacement. I kind of feel like it's rushed. The main villain, Zod. When he goes back in time, Zod's taking over the world. Superman's nowhere to be found. And I still know you see it in the trailer. You got Supergirl. Supergirl's here, but she's... I feel like they could have did a better job. They could have did a better job with this one. But I feel like they were reaching. They didn't have too much to fight. They didn't have too much to go on, you know. I guess, you know, Flash first solo movie, they could have did a better job, man. And the amount of CGI in this movie is purely visible, purely overwhelming. There's a scene in the first beginning of the movie or whatever. It is a building just fucking crashing, and it's an infantry where the little babies at in the hospital, and the building crash, and all the babies just fly out of the building. And of course, you can't show real babies flying out of the building, but they're CGI babies flying out of the building. It is the funniest shit ever. It kind of reminds me of the Quicksilver from the X-Men, but Quicksilver does a much better job, because in this Flash, the CGI is like, it's so CGI. It's like watching PS4, you know, out of the fucking window, and Flash is running around trying to get everything in order to save him from crashing down to the floor of the building and all that. It's a good scene, but overall, it's just too much CGI in this movie. That what kind of turns you off to it. But if you like video games like me, it wouldn't bother me. But to the average consumer of movies, you average watching movies, you'd be like, damn, it's a lot of fucking CGI in this movie. That's why I give that a minus, man. But it's a lot of emotion. You might shed a tear, but a lot of action, you know, phasing through things. It's a funny part when you phase through things. There's gonna be a lot of funny parts on that. Even Batman's kind of funny, man. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10. I can't spoil it, so, you know, I'm holding back on y'all, but I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 for the fact of the CGI and the story, the weak story. But trust me on this one. It's worth watching. It's worth spending your $13 watching a movie. It's worth bringing, if you love DC, it's for you, man. But, yeah, 7 out of 10, Dirt Boy is worth watching. Like, after you know, it's worth watching on a late tip, like on a last resort, you know, like if there was another good movie coming out the same day, I'd pick that other good movie over Flash, like that type of 7. But it's worth watching. Like, it's really worth watching. Like, it's 2 hours. It is what it is, man. And, you know, so if you check it out, let me know. Let me know what rate you give it. I really want to know y'all rate. You know, I give it a 7. It's the lowest forever. It's the lowest rating I ever gave, like, real talk. But, hey, it's the Flash, man. I love the Flash no matter what. You know? He's the Flash. He's pretty much the most influential hero in the Justice League, in my mind. Like, he's the most influential. Without him, he's kind of like, he's up there. Like, it's Superman, it's Wonder Woman. Then you got Flash and Cyborg. Like, they're up there. I think Flash is more influential than, he could go back in time. Let's be real. So, let me know what you give it, man. This is my review on Flash, dog. That's what it is, man. Fuck what you talking about, nigga. Hey, shout out to Juneteenth, man. Y'all send them $5, man. I told all the white people, man, send them $5, man, to my cash up. Hey, man, $sign Dirt Boy. That's what it is, man. Fuck with your boy, man. Don't mind this bitch, man.